Yeah, I'll kind of go over that today a bit more. Um, Alrighty, let's get going, everybody. How's everyone doing? Good, good. Anyone doing especially good? Any art explorations this last week? I'd love to hear what you've been working on. Yeah.
So like trying to make palm trees, beach trees, but
Oh, cool.
trying to make the palm, like doing it like using smaller detail brushes on the palms and all that, the palm trees and in the ocean to get it more. It starts to look way more professional. So.
Cool. So what's been your trick? What's you?
Good brushes, good paint. But even with the bad stuff, now that I know what I'm doing, I can make it look pretty good.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah, if you start learning the tricks and everything, then yeah, you can start using the bad stuff and make it look good.
Yeah,
But
like
it's not easy to make the bad stuff look good, but it is possible. Yeah. Oh, sorry, it's been a wild week. uh,
But it's like something about the colors, the range of colors that all these different people can see. There's like 39 in this thing. It tells you how many color codes you have in your eye. From being colorblind all the way.
was this on email or was this through Canvas?
I got the notification thing. I just emailed it that way.
Oh, okay. So it's just through the email. Okay.
But I don't know if it went back to the school.
Yeah, sometimes they're weird about it. They're like, we don't know this guy.
But I thought it'd be interesting for people to actually see how many colors they can actually see.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because I mean, so much about art is about relationships. It's about what does a color look like next to another color? How can I make something brighter by making other things darker? How do I make things feel darker by adding in light? So people who are colorblind can still be amazing artists and still understand ideas of color. There's some working graphic designers who work in the industry, color matching, making color keys for Hollywood. Trusted with big responsibilities in movies for color, and they're colorblind. I played against my brother-in-law. There's a game. What's it called? But basically, you have this huge board filled with squares of color, like hundreds of colors. And you get a card, and that card has that specific square of color, and you have to describe it with one word. The dude won. The guy beat me. I'm an art teacher. I should know better. But it's what? No. He works with cars. He's a used car salesman. A manager.
Shame on you, Bryce.
What? Shame on me. I know I lost. But I mean it's all about relationships, and holding on to those. So yeah, whether you see more colors or not, I think it's something that you can train yourself. I think to see.
You can train yourself to recognize that.
Yeah.
Tones are where it's at.
Right. That's interesting. I'll definitely find it.
All the colors, you just lose, like maybe you can't see red or you can't see blue.
Right. Right. Yeah.
What do they see? I mean, about the colorblind people, what do they see? It's hard to understand.
Sometimes it's like you can't see certain greens. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but that's definitely something to study. That's interesting. Cool.
Like 4 cones, 3 cones.
Yeah.
4 or 3.
I got email of your artwork.
I might have sent it to the wrong place.
You may have. Did you remember the period between my first and last name?
No, I just sent it back to the thing that we always
You
get.
just get a
yeah.
reply.
You probably send it to
Reply.
all the
Oh.
classes.
Okay, try emailing it directly, because I didn't get it. I'd love to see that. I'll share it with the class if it's cool enough. Yeah, I'll be the judge. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else do anything cool? You went to Yosemite. Amazing. So you took lots of pictures, I hope.
Always.
Okay. Well, you got plenty of stuff to paint from, I'm sure.
Yeah, I had chosen that one.
Uh-huh.
But I have a lot more now too, but I think I'll just, instead of the whole picture.
Uh-huh.
This
Yeah.
has more, and it has
Yeah.
the other one right in the corner. It gives
Yeah.
me more with the leaves and the trees rather than just that thing.
Uh-huh.
So I have more to play with.
Cool. Yeah. And work from memory too, you know? Try both. Memory might simplify some things for you. Might be able to tell more stories that way. You could involve your family and friends or whoever went with you in your drawings. You know, don't want to forget about those. Even if they're badly drawn, it adds so much to a painting.
The waterfalls were really cool. A lot of pictures of the
Oh,
waterfalls. I would love to do.
yeah, because it's been raining, right?
Well, it
So
was
they were
just-
full.
We got perfect weather. It was
Nice.
raining before we got there, but no snow. But the falls were
Oh my gosh.
huge. And we
Yeah.
went to the bottom of Vernal Falls. We were right there at the bottom.
Uh-huh.
Gorgeous.
Oh.
It was amazing.
That's
What I
awesome.
have on here is always calendar notifications at stroke.com.
No, that's I
was
I
with
don't
the
know if
travel
you can
agency.
reply to
There's
that
50 of us that went,
It's just priced
and it
like
was
that.
total about 5 hours, but we stopped
at
every 2 hours.
noce.edu.
It's good times
I was
travel.
studying last night.
GIER.
1200,
Oh,
but that includes most of everything, and we also had lunch at the Awani,
Fire at
at the Awani Hotel.
That's correct.
so where were you at?
We stayed at Tenaya,
No, you were in Hawaii?
Yosemite,
Oh, Yosemite, okay. How long were you there for?
3 days.
Alrighty. Anybody else? That's great. I love to hear it.
So exciting.
It's good. Yeah, we'll be doing an exploration next week together. So just like you went to some beautiful place, we'll be going to some beautiful place locally, 10 minutes away, a bit smaller of a drive. That is next week, guys. El Dorado Park, the natural park. So nature center. Here, let's here out. Yes, it is. So here, pull it up here, so everyone can see.
Lake number 1.
El Dorado Nature Center. Okay, cool. So awesome. Alrighty. So this is the El Dorado Nature Center. Of course, it is pretty massive. It has a maze worth of trails that just makes it too long to walk through. We won't be going through all of it, okay? So that, do not be worried. There's an entrance over here, right off the freeway. Here, we can search that up real quick.
Parking right under where it says entrance, right? Is that the parking area?
Yeah, let me see here.
Is there only one main entrance?
You go to the right
Oh,
off Spring. You want to make
Here,
sure
here,
you go
here.
off of
Oh.
Spring.
I'll get you a visual. So there's Spring Street, and there's the 605 right here. So you can hear the freeway throughout the natural park, which is really a shame. But whatever.
You just gotta be Spring. If you go off Willow, you land up in the wrong area.
Right. So here we are. Let's go and walk through it.
So coming from.
Here we go.
Cerritos,
So
then
here, let's
you make a
visually
left.
look at it here. It'll
You,
makes
well,
sense.
I'm coming from the other way, so you would make a left. Yeah.
So here's the dog park over there. Across the street to the left, this is the Spring Street. And there's the parking lot over here.
Isn't it right next to the shelter?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Same entrance to the
And
shelter.
the lake condos are on this side and the shelter's on the right side.
What kind of shelter is that?
And SPCA.
Oh, okay, got it.
So let's see. There, cash or card. I think they might just do card now, but it's like $6.
Yeah, they don't take cash.
Okay, yeah, no more cash. I wonder what happened.
So we have to pay to get in right now.
Yes.
So you
Just
just
for
go
the
through the
parking.
kiosk and then you park
Yeah.
somewhere.
And they have plenty of handicap parking over here. You can kind of see it over there, right in the front. You see how they're all open. That's usually the case. So parking should be no problem. I say if you guys want to carpool, it's totally up to you, but I have no charge of that. So this is the entrance right here. Okay, and I'm gonna be hanging out right behind this sign. There's a little area right here with a whole bunch of what's it called? Uh, Stumps, like tree stumps, and I'll just be sitting there. So you'll see me right in the entrance. I'll try to get there half an hour early. But yeah, here's the trail map. We'll be focusing, there's the entrance right here, and I'll be sitting over here by the entrance. There's also a restroom here if you want to go early. And then there's the lake here. We're just gonna stay around this north lake here, and this will be our stomping grounds. This will be our area where we'll be painting. And it's really pretty. There's turtles, birds,
Do they have picnic tables? You
um
can sit and put your stuff.
I don't know. I don't think picnic tables. Uh,
They used to have one at the entrance to the left there.
do they? They might have one.
Maybe down right now.
They have picnic tables outside picnic area.
Oh, okay.
If you want to do-
Yeah.
It won't be by
So
the
there's
lake,
benches though. There's benches.
Benches, so there's
Mhm.
no place to put your, it's kind of like on your lap.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Unless you had an easel, which you know you can get pretty affordably, maybe $20. But yeah. But you know, if you're wanting to paint, right, you can also just bring a sketchbook and sketch too.
Colored pencils or.
Yeah, colored pencils for sure. I mean, I'll be painting. I have a little easel that I have. I mean, we could look at easels now if you guys want to. You
My
know.
daughter still has all her parts.
I have these alcohol markers, would that work?
Yeah, yeah. Anything will work. If you had crayons, you could probably make those work. So yeah, these boys here, look, $20. This is pretty solid. This is what I started off with, and you know, you could.
Telescoping legs,
What?
telescoping legs.
Yes, yeah. So you can kind of set this up anywhere. I've brought stuff like this over, and you really don't care if you have extra stuff.
Where do you put your paints? Where do you set them
Uh,
down? And your
I hold my paints.
Hold your paints?
Yep. So yeah, it's a little tricky here. I'll show you. So like
But we're not.
one hand, I have this,
You are.
No.
and shoot, we could keep that there.
Oh my.
I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
I've set it. Yeah, I don't know. That's fine. I don't know.
What about if we're gonna have thumbs so long?
I don't have a long thumb. I just have a normal sized thumb.
Arthritic thumbs.
Arthritic thumbs. Okay. Yeah. Well, so yeah, I've set it on the ground before. If I'm sitting on a bench, you could set it. You could set stuff on the bench or on your lap.
I can
um,
sit next to you and use your face.
Yeah,
While you hold it.
I make it happen. You make it happen. When you're doing a plein air painting, you got to get creative, and that's all part of the artistic process, baby. So yeah.
I wonder if you can you bring in your walker?
Yeah, you can bring anything and everything. They don't stop you for anything. I think the only thing that they might stop you is like commercial level cameras, just because I think they want people who are like taking professional photos for like weddings and stuff to pay. But since we're not doing that, whatever you bring in, like I brought in a chair. I mean, you could bring in stuff. Like you can bring in a little table if you wanted to, like a little.
It's water compatible.
Yeah, a little folding table. Sure. You can get a little folding table. and then have that sit next to you, or
No, but see, a walker like that, you got the basket, you can put
Uh-huh.
all your stuff in there.
I
yeah,
have one, I'm gonna do that.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you get creative. I mean, whatever you
So long
have.
as there's a place to sit.
Yeah, right. There's gonna be plenty of benches there. I visited and there's tons of benches all around the lake.
Walker compatible.
Yeah, definitely. It's very compact soil, very flat. I
do
see
understand.
people walking with their walkers. So if they can do it, I know you guys can.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll probably be there. Okay, here, let's see some pictures. This is that first lake that we're at. Oh, yeah. So oh cool, this is like there's some little creeks. Nice bridge. That is part of the first lake there. They have a bridge.
That's gorgeous.
Some really nice, just these pretty like tree
I don't
tunnels.
see the benches.
Yeah, no benches here.
You're sitting on it.
I
Bring
know.
a folding chair or a little stool.
Let me see here. I'm trying to find some pictures. I know for sure,
Maybe
for
I can make
certain.
napkin chair.
No doubt in my mind.
Oh, I found squirrel. Oh, the
Yeah.
turtle.
Bring a roll like
Yeah.
this.
Turtles, squirrels, bees.
My mom's walker. So
Now let me see something here.
That way you can sit, if you need to sit, there's no place to sit.
Oh good. Oh good. Yes, let's go.
I wanted to use the seat as a
Oh,
big
cool.
room for my game.
So this is where we'll be meeting up.
As long as there's somewhere else to sit.
Yeah, that's why
I'll-
I said
I'll
I
be-
need a bench.
I'll be kind of over here,
Okay.
kind of in this area. Tons of little benches there. But
Ah, there's the bench.
mhm.
Yes, that's what I'm gonna be painting.
The bench.
No,
Here we go.
whatever's close to the bench.
Okay, so here they have this big huge row of
Oh,
benches here.
yes.
Not the best shade, but I mean if you went up over here,
Not that hot.
you could get a good amount of shade. So definitely sun hat. I think
Do those
in this
benches
location.
move? Can you move those benches? They don't look like they're
I
fixed.
I wouldn't move it, but there's plenty to choose from. Oh look, there's a little turtle over here.
Oh,
As I said, there's a lot of turtles and wildlife. This is a good spot. I might be painting here. Let's see. We got another spot to look at on the other side of the lake here. So they do have some benches.
Where are the benches?
is that a live cam?
Where are they? I think it's on. I think they're literally on a bench here. They had benches last time I went there. It was all along here. So maybe this is an old image. This is 2017, so 10 years ago.
Wow.
They have benches there. I visited recently.
Do
So
they have any with backs on or no?
Yes.
They do?
oh good.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, great. Because the ones you're showing, you know, like there's no backs and.
Bring a little
Mm.
lawn- a little-
Yeah, you could definitely bring
Bring
your
a
own
chair,
kind of
like a lawn chair.
yeah.
Light one.
They're cool with you bringing your own chairs.
You think they have enough benches for all of this?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, it's a big area, and so yeah, we'll find a spot.
Definitely bring the walk.
Yeah. Cool. But yeah, this is kind of the location. I love the reflection of the water here, so I'll probably end up painting that super pretty. I love this tree over here. There's some really cool cast shadows and stuff over here. Love that tree. Nice little bridge over here. There's the visitor center. If you wanted to stay indoors and just sketch everything, the visitor center, they got bugs. They got they got some taxidermy there, I think. Anything I'm forgetting? Probably.
They have an art exhibition also.
Cool. Nice.
What do they have?
Art exhibition.
Oh, nice.
Sometimes.
Cool. Yeah. So Yeah, it'll be a good time. Even if you don't paint, you'll get lots of pictures and drawings that you can use later on. I'm planning on painting on a bench, or I'm probably gonna bring an easel. Um, yeah. Let's see. Yep. But yeah, it'll be a lovely time out. And so, of course, it won't be a full day. We'll probably finish around 3:30 or so. Show off all our work and go home. So yeah, it'll be a fun day. Don't want to miss it for sure.
What size thing are you gonna paint?
I'll be working on this. This is my regular size. Yeah, and a little sketchbook. Here, I'll show this little sketchbook.
That's really small.
It's fine. It's good. Yeah, here, I'll show. So, what I'll be working on, my process that I usually do for whenever I go out to these places is I start off with a sketchbook. I start off with a pencil and or a pen, whatever, doesn't matter. You're just drawing. You don't need to worry about water and paint and mixing. Just drawing. And I like to have a little field sketchbook where I'm just drawing little frames because I know I want to paint in this. So know what you're going to paint on. And I know what shape this is going to be. So I draw that shape in my sketchbook.
So you make like a thumbnail.
Exactly. And I just walk around looking for different things. And sometimes I'll even combine certain things that I see into one image. So I like this one. I recently went to Descanso Gardens, and I was at the Japanese garden section, and there was a bridge on one side, there was a building on the other side, and there was a group of people in a koi pond to the left. So I just kind of mishmashed this imaginary location together. You can do that. It's really easy to do it with lines because you don't have to worry about colors. So I'm drawing people. I'm drawing my girlfriend. She went. We can find just something simple, like we found a little lamp. She's like, "I'm gonna draw the lamp," and I'm like, "Okay." So just it's like literally sometimes the smallest things can be the best things to draw. Yeah. Um, but yeah, just doing these little studies. Like I was at another part, and then I kind of drew this one here, and I was like, I like that one. And these are quick. These are probably done in like 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Nothing more than that. No details, just placement and kind of symbols, you know. And after I did that, then I just kind of started drawing. You can kind of see the orange
Wow,
there.
that is nice.
Literally, I just drew the orange lines and it started raining. Um, and so once I did the little orange lines, I ran off. And the orange lines are super simple. Like, they're nothing fancy. And then when I got home, then I painted. And I did it from my imagination. I just kind of did it from my memory, and also from a photo. So even if you don't get a painting down, get a composition down, and then you could always do the painting later. So yeah. But it's a light sketchbook. It's nothing terrible to carry. I have my own little fancy. I got a flex. I got this thing. It holds all my art supplies. I got paper, pencils, all that stuff. Yeah, all my drawing supplies in there.
Is that a bunny rabbit or a happy rabbit?
It's a cow. She's got a little udder. I call her Mona Lisa. I love it. Got a flex because I spent too much on it. All right. But yeah.
I was expecting Hello Kitty.
Hello Kitty's good too. But I like my cow. All right. It doesn't matter. You can choose any animal you want. There's fish bags too, I've seen. I did this when I was in the backyard just yesterday. I didn't quite finish. I was painting my mom on the hammock.
Can
Yeah.
you bring it up closer to
Oh,
the camera
sure.
so we can see?
Now you can see this part here. That's kind of finished. There's some like big overgrown leaves there and stuff. Anywho, let's get to it, shall we? Lesson. Any questions about the field trip though?
1 o'clock?
Oh, so we have to bring six, so to get in, we have to pay $6, right?
Yes.
How do they accept it?
Credit.
Apple Pay or,
Here's a little.
Wait, what?
will they do Apple Pay or?
Oh yeah, that'll work. Apple Pay is the same as cards nowadays. So,
You said 1,
any more questions?
leave right after that. Morning class.
If anyone's interested after painting, there's a good pizzeria.
Mmm,
Close by.
I might be down.
Pizza
It's always
Via.
fun. Okay.
Little Coyotes.
Invites out there, guys.
Which one is that?
Little Coyotes pizza.
Little Coyote.
What is that?
Is that
Ooh.
on Los Al and
Good right there. I've never
Cerritos?
heard of it.
No, I think it's Halloween and Wardrobe.
Oh, Wardlow. Oh, it's Long
Oh,
Beach.
the new place.
Cool.
That used to be an Italian restaurant.
Yeah, I'd be down for some garlic bread. All
It's
right.
a different place now, so I don't know.
Cool. Let's hop to it, shall we? We ready? Get learning.
Ready.
Alrighty.
Let's
So
get cracking.
today we're talking all about stylization. Oh, yes, stylization. It's making any reference you see more interesting than the way you see it. That's where you infuse some design ideas and practices into what you see. I have some artists lined up that I'd like to share with you, but some of those ideas will kind of go back. You kind of start seeing a bit. I'll share it with you. Good soundtrack. You should listen to it. All right, so we have principles of design and elements of art. Elements of art is kind of what we're really focusing on here. Let's get this out of the way. All right, hopefully that will work. Okay, cool. So we're looking at, sometimes there's line. It's definitely going to be line. And shape is going to be kind of our main shape and form and emphasis of which. And also repetition and rhythm. These are the 4 things we're going to be really looking at. Shape and how they use it. How do they use shape in their designs? How are you going to use shape in your designs? Shape, we're talking about circles, triangles, squares. All those shapes make you feel something different. Let's do a little thought process or thought experiment. What does squares remind you of? What does squares make you feel?
Window.
Windows. Interesting. What else?
Geometry class where my brother used to make the cubes all the time.
Okay, so there's memories involved with squares.
Yeah.
Geometry class. Interesting. What else?
Claustrophobic.
Squares remind of claustrophobia. Ah, interesting. Because you're kind of stuck in a box, maybe?
People put you in a box.
Put you in a box, what does that mean?
They put you in a box, making what their expectations are.
So like kind of uniformity sort of thing. Yeah, like maybe organizers. Maybe yeah, there's a lot of things. Anything else? Squares. Yeah.
Really easy to cut square earrings, like bobby earrings.
Uh-huh.
Really easy to cut in square.
Okay. So there's like it seems purposeful, right? It's kind of, there's a structure to squares. You know, it's not like a rectangle where it could be super wide. right?
One side of the box.
Yeah, it's like a box. Yeah. Legos. Okay, circles. Anybody? Circles. What does circles remind you of? What does it make you feel like? What? Let's think about feeling. Huh?
Infinity.
Perpetuity.
The
Infinity.
circle is never ending.
Infinity.
Oh, infinity. Perpetuity. Okay, that's a wild word.
That's like from perpetual,
Ah.
eternity, just
Yeah.
never ending.
Yeah. Yeah. Is the smallest thing? It's like a dot, on a pencil. Like you just put a dot on. That's a circle. You live in a world. That's a circle. You're born in a circle, in an egg, in a womb. That's all a circle. Yeah. Eyeball circles. So there's like an organic quality, there's life quality. Yeah. What about triangles? Anybody?
A lot of stuff out there that's creepy.
Is creepy? Yeah. 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 You want to lie down on a bed of triangles, right? Anybody? Triangles? What does it make you feel? Uncomfortable, huh?
Kind of anxious.
Anxious. Yeah. Yeah.
Sharp, pointy.
Sharp, pointy. Yeah. Let's talk about it. I don't know why are we afraid of triangles? We don't like talking about triangles. They're like, ooh, that's
I was
uncomfortable.
bit by a triangle once.
Bit, yeah. With stingers, like bee stingers. Yeah. Yeah. Teeth. Yeah. Like bear teeth. We have nightmares about that. Shark teeth. Sharks filled with triangles. Like their tail fins have triangles. Their what is it? Dorsal fin. Yeah. Think of nightmares. Triangles. Right?
I see mountains.
Mountains.
I see
True. Mountains are also triangles too. Yeah. I mean, a really pointy mountain that goes like this. That's something is treacherous. You don't want to climb on that mountain. But a mountain like this, that's a peaceful mountain. I wouldn't mind walking up that.
Obtuse triangle.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It also
It
means
doesn't have to just be.
Huh?
musical instrument.
Is it tubas?
Triangle.
Triangles and instruments.
Oh, triangles. Yeah. Okay. I was thinking like trumpets. Like the end of the trumpet kind of goes out like a triangle. With spires, aren't they? And churches. Yeah. But also castles are supposed to be kind of, right? So maybe it's like a thing of, I don't know, have spires too. It's maybe something to look up at because it's kind of pointing to the heavens, maybe. Yeah. So connotations with shapes can tell a lot of stories, and you can involve those with your design. And stories are a powerful thing that we all get and we all think of. So these are all such great examples. Those three shapes are kind of all you need to kind of start telling some stories. We're gonna definitely play around with that. Now, how do we play around with those shapes? Well, emphasis. We got emphasis. We can emphasize a certain shape through different ways, whether that's repetition and rhythm. Yeah, something about circles, I think, also. So they're friendly and they're fun and they're bouncy, It's like cute little babies. They got big old round heads. They got big old round bellies. And
They're bubbles.
they're bubbles to make us happy, right? We blow bubbles. Here, let's check this out. I have some artists here who definitely use shapes and repetition. These are very contemporary designs. Spooky, scary. Sorry for the gore. But let's see, where are we? What is this? What am I looking at? This is different. I don't like that one. But yeah, we got this is Art Station, so a bunch of concept illustrators and designers. These are so good. I love these so much.
So that's digital art?
Yeah, these are digital art. This is all sculpted digitally. Yeah, exactly. It does look like Stitch. So it's kind of a monster. I mean, there's like some fleshy bits, but look at what shapes are we seeing here? A lot of round shapes, huh? And big old round eyes. Like, look at that. The shape of just like
A round belly.
round belly. He's short. I mean, we could look at proportion too. Proportion also is something. So proportion is how big is certain things versus other things. I mean, if you look at the size of his head and we compare that to the size of the body, his head is like twice as big as his body. Something a lot of creators will do is like they'll emphasize that big head because babies have big heads. We can think of shapes of organic things like shapes of babies, having those big old heads and small bodies. This is good. Here I have some more artists. I have this one in particular. I like this a lot. It's cool. You can kind of see how kind of rotated around. But what kind of shapes are we seeing here? Well, we see lines, but we can see shapes here too. Let me show you.
Almost no circle though.
A
Triangle.
diamond nose.
Triangle.
Here. Well, triangles?
Diamond on his nose.
Where do we see triangles?
Then under the neck, that's like a triangle.
Right. Oh yeah, this is
That
true.
whole white portion under his neck.
Yeah,
Here.
like where it's there.
So yeah, definitely very triangular here. I mean, you got triangles here
His nose.
and there.
Nose is a diamond.
The true nose is
I think you like.
a bit of a.
Like, are there streets like
Two
this?
triangles.
I would say he's got a lot of kind of angled squares about him. Maybe some
Rectangles.
obtuse kind of
Yeah.
triangles sort of thing. Yeah.
Isn't there a road sign with a triangle that means unsafe or danger ahead?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes artists will look at certain shapes, maybe like swords. Like this kind of, I don't know. To me, this feels like a sword. Like it feels like a piece of a knife or something. And then this whole head shape here has kind of got a box to it. See that? And if we looked at the whole thing here, it is a bit of a big old rectangle. Of course, it's not perfect. A lot of boxy shapes here, and pointy boxes. So it's kind of got some triangle stuff going on. These aren't friendly boxes, This isn't uniformity boxes. But I know, like with this guy, like I feel like it's like he's got things in order. He's an orderly guy, very clean, trimmed, perfectly managed. But then he's also got some rough edges about him. He's got some triangles, right? So he's not a perfectly friendly character, This is stuff that the artist intentionally does. Yeah, this is so cool. This guy's creepy stuff. So sorry if you don't like muscly things and monstery things, but I mean he's taking his knowledge of anatomy and bulking them up and adding a bunch of knives and pointy shapes. Let's look at shapes here. What do we see? Triangles galore. Got triangles, triangle.
Even the nose was kind of has.
Yeah, it's very squarish. Yeah, you think of those like rocks and stuff. And look how bulky these legs are. They're fat. It's not like they're skinny little scrawny legs. Muscle, heavy duty. It's just to do with proportion. Just because it's a thick, boxy kind of shape here. Yeah, this is so cool. As a kid, I would have loved this.
He has no head.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. He's got like a mask. I don't know if the artist is like.
Like he's all wrong and
Yeah. Oh, here's a good one. All right, we got different shapes here. Circle. And it's not just one circle. He's repeating it. He's got that circle here, and also the circle hat. I think he's a good guy. This looks like Master Splinter. I feel like this is from TMNT. And then he's got that curved back that's round, not square like the last guy. Yeah. These people, they're just playing with shapes. There's one with the shark that I loved. I'm just gonna do one more here.
Hey, how about the chair in Game of Thrones?
Yeah,
That's
true.
a spiky chair.
It's a lot of triangles.
And then when he caught himself on it, it led to his death. He got an infection.
Yeah.
Like I think one of the sharp nails or something on the chair, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then you see the rest of the show where the king's dying from his serious infection.
Right.
And so there you go.
This is cool. I mean, we could compare these two cars here. I mean, this one is all about just those hard angles, squares, just kind of classic geometric perfect circles. And if we looked at this one here, he's rounded everything out. This is all about ovals and circles, and it's kind of opposite. It's cool. It's cool how people and where people kind of throw their shapes, and well, this has to do a lot with proportion. You know, like there's no axe out there with this thick of a handle, but gosh, it looks good. Yeah, so that's just playing with proportion. It's not correct. No one would say that's a correct axe, but let's definitely play with some proportion today. Some more, guys. A lot of circles. Yeah, we get it. This guy's great. Really want to show this. Look at the shapes here. And the colors. Oh. This is very good. I'll just kind of fly through this. I'm rambling. I'm sorry. Dinosaurs. A lot of cool shapes. There's also shapes that are, negative shapes too. Like this one. This is not necessarily a circle, but it's like a carved out circle. Like there's a circle over here. See that?
Mhm.
And then there's little circles for the eyes, and all those kind of forms inside. That's so cool. You can rotate it. Oh no! This is so cute. This is great.
Looks like the guy from Tangled. But she
Yeah,
has that little
yeah.
creature.
He could have worked on it. You never know.
Kind of in Walt Disney.
Or the
Yeah.
monsters, Disney monsters.
Uh-huh. Yeah. There's masters that are still alive today.
Ninja Turtle.
Some people think art is dead. There's plenty of artists nowadays, and they're still doing stuff that old artists would never do.
Ninja
Okay, so we're looking at goats today, and I got some big horn sheep today. Oh boy, we got a lot. So let's have some fun here. Let's go for this. Well, let's go for this sheep here. We've drawn those cats before. It's kind of similar to the cats. But this time we're gonna do it stylized. So we're not looking for precise copy and paste, okay? I'm not looking for that. What I'm looking for is to stylize it using a shape in mind. So here, I'll show you what I have here of some trees so you can kind of see what we're thinking of here. I did this with another class. Here I had squares in mind of this tree that I was looking at. Bunch of squares. And then here we got round and movement involved. And here I got triangles involved, which I furthered even more triangles in this tree. And this is all the same tree. So this is what we're going to kind of do today. We're going to kind of take our animals, which today it's going to be a sheep. Could be any animal. This is just an example. I hope you use these skills on different projects in the future. Let me grab colored pencil. Yep, colored pencil. Or whatever you want to use. You can use pencil.
We don't need different color pencils here.
Yeah, we're just going to sketch right away. So. Yeah, not too worried about color right now. What am I missing? Oh, square. I don't know if you've seen children books, but or children TV shows, but there's an Apple children's show. I think it's based off of a book, and every character is a different basic shape. It's so funny. They'll use this all the time in movies and characters and TV shows. So let's have some fun here. So I split up my page into 3 sections. If you have a small sketchbook, then maybe just use 1 page each. And we're just going to worry about the silhouette. Something designers use all the time is silhouette. Okay, so we're not going to worry about any of the features. We're just going to worry about the silhouette. We know what a silhouette is? Yeah? Okay. Anybody doesn't know what a silhouette is? Yeah, so just like you see it during sunset, you don't see any of the features. This. Let me see. There we go. Cool. I'll blow this up a bit. Okay, maybe not that much. Sorry. There's a sweet spot for this. Okay. There. All right, so we're gonna take this one picture of a goat and we're gonna draw it 3 different ways. So I split up my page into circle section, triangle section, square section. All right, and we're gonna be making silhouettes of this goat. So we're not gonna do any of the features. We're just gonna do what the actual silhouette might look like. So we know how to draw internally, right? Where we kind of draw through the object. So if I look at this goat, I might, and you could play around with proportion. Do we know what proportion is? I mean, does anyone not know what proportion is?
Just the ratio of one part to the other. Right?
Yeah. So, so one good way to see what proportion is by using your pencil. But at this point, we're gonna play with it. So you don't need to have perfect proportion. But one way to see proportion, such as this colored pencil thing, I can get my pencil and I'll hold it above my eye and I compare one thing. And see how I had that finger there? So there's that first shape. And then there's the second shape there. And so it's about, see, I can compare that. That's about 1 size by 2 sizes there. That's the ratio. And I see how I'm not doing it right on the object. I can do it just to my eye. Imagine this being my eye. So I can compare things like that. So I can compare this. Oh, there's one shape. And of course, it's the same shape on the other side. So that's a square. Yada, yada. Anywho, so I'm going to start with the head. And maybe I'll do the body here. I'm going to try to stick as many circles in here as I can. I'm talking big circles. And I'm just going to make a little stick body here. Maybe I'll give him big paws. And I can kind of... yeah, I'll just do it like this. Thank you. Appreciate your verbality. I don't know. Right, here we go. That good?
Yeah, that's really good.
Okay, cool. Appreciate it. Okay, here we go. So maybe it's just going to be a little baby goat. So there's a lot of circles on a goat. You know, you got, I got a little half circle here. I got that part of that body there. Maybe I'll make that head more circular somehow. And, oh, big old horns all the way out here. Why not? We're getting a little cartoony today. Okay. I'm going to try to have those legs land up. And then when I'm done, I'm just going to color it all the way in. Again, we're not worried about the features. We're just going to color it all the way in. We're going to make it into a silhouette. That's it. That's my first version. That's all we're looking for. So I want you guys to come up with your very own version. In fact, we can kind of split it up. You can make it even smaller if you wanted to. Maybe do 4 different little silhouette versions. Not worried about the features, just worried about that silhouette. And we're going to think about that shape. And should we do that now? All right, let's do that. So each of these little guys, something to watch out for. Yeah.
I got a bunch of circles. You have like straight lines and filled in the You take the circles and then you fill them in?
So I'm just using, maybe there's pieces of circles, that I'm using.
Oh, okay.
Just like it could, but I'm just thinking about that circular form. I'm using it in many places here. I'll kind of show you. I got circular form here. I got a circular form here. Circular form here.
Okay. It doesn't have to be just all circles.
No. It could just be pieces of circles. That I would say that's a different shape, but it could be. But I don't think it would have the feeling of a circle. I feel like an oval's got a different feeling. Yeah. So it'd be specifically this circle, but you could totally. It's the same idea with all these things. Next one we got triangles here. I'll draw this animal with triangles. So go ahead. Let's draw a few. Let's just do 2. All right, so I want you to have some fun here. Okay, we're gonna be creative. Don't copy me. I want you guys to make your own little sheep, bighorn sheep, using circles here. So maybe just do 1 and a 2. If you ran out of room, you could do it on another page. I think I'll have some fun here. Should we take 3 minutes?
3 minutes?
It's just a silhouette. We're not drawing the eyes. We're not drawing the fur. We're not drawing any of the details. We're just using these simple flied shapes.
Okay.
Drawing something cute. Yeah.
So you want us to draw 2 of the circle shape of this sheep.
Right. So we're kind of looking at the sheep itself, right? And we're looking for shapes inside the sheep, and we can kind of play around with proportion. You make that head bigger or smaller. Make the sheep feel really fat if you wanted to. It's funny and it's fun to screw up this picture of a goat or a sheep. It's a sheep, I think. Bighorn sheep. I feel like it's a goat. Anyways, yeah, it would. I don't know. It's like when I think of a sheep, though, I think of wool, but it's like thin hair. Yeah. But yeah.
This is a bald sheep. No fur.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, bighorn sheep. Yeah, I mean it's in the desert, so of course you wouldn't want to have wool in the desert. Whew. Too hot. All right, let's have some fun. We'll go 3 minutes. We'll go 3 minutes. Here we are. Sorry, I'll just give it a second. Okay, cool. 3 minutes going. Ow. Oh yeah, let's get some music on. You're right. something to keep in mind for when you're drawing animals is that there's some really massive forms that you always kind of want to make sure that are in your drawing. And that's going to be the rib cage, massive form in every animal. Humans, monkeys, crocodiles, they all have rib cages. Then you got hips back here, which, you know, usually pretty square, but sometimes they're like bowls. They could be rounder. I mean, we got buns, you know. We got
Buns of steel.
yeah, you know, you never know. Some blessed with that, but and then we got, of course, upper leg,
His knees.
middle leg, and for these animals, this is their feet. This is their foot here, right here. That's all their foot, and then these are their toes. So just like we have feet, they have feet as well. Isn't that kind of crazy? This whole thing, that's all foot. And then down there are just their toes. This is just all toe. Yeah. And then, of course, you know, they got shoulder blades, the upper arm, and then this is, believe this is all their foot there, or their, you know, converted hands or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. And of course, you have that main line. This here is their spine. We are spined creatures, just like goats. We all have spines. And then their heads. Usually, there's a space for the brain to be held. And then there's, whoa. And then there's that main snout, or, you know, angle of the head. You know, you can kind of find these shapes in it. What the? I didn't even know I could do that. I don't want that. Yeah. So those are kind of the biggest forms you kind of really want to pay attention to.
And at the neck too, that could be a little swell.
Right, yeah.
Almost like
I mean, that's all pure muscle.
Yeah.
You know, there's no hardness there. So
Don't forget the ear. We all have ears.
it's true. But I'm talking about things to build off from.
Oh,
So these are the main forms, and to build off of those, then you can add those ears in there and add all those features and stuff. But yeah, this is what's most important.
so you're saying if you want to make a rough sketch of
Mhm.
an animal, you start with those
Yeah.
big things and then you start defining.
Right. Yeah. So you basically start with a stick figure. And the better your stick figure is, the better your drawing will be. If your drawing turns out bad, it probably has a bad stick figure in it. It's all about the bones. You got to start with the bones. That's why so many artists who do portraiture, they're drawing skulls all the time. They're painting skulls all the time. You learn a lot with understanding, simplifying those forms. Yeah. Okay. All right. Here, should we go to a different shape now?
Yes.
Okay.
Where do you find like the skulls like that to paint? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Um,
Let me see how-
Internet.
Yours is so cute.
Internet's good.
Please.
I mean, I have.
It's like a cartoon. It looks very cartoony. I like it.
Here. So, you know, you can go to the archive thing
That was, maybe I'm in the wrong tree.
that I have in the syllabus.
You're so fancy.
The Internet Archive.
Yeah.
Fancy.
And I mean,
Fancy. Like a
this
chicken.
is
Like
all
roasted
great
chicken.
stuff to work from. Just to kind of breaking down how they use forms and shape in drawing skeletons.
Professional.
I love this guy so much. You can see here right away.
Professional.
This is the power of shapes. You know, this is Bern Hogarth. He's amazing. I really like him. He inspired like all the superhero comics for generations to come. Like he was before Superman, and they all copied him. So yeah, you can kind of see how he breaks down the form and circles and other shapes and carves into it, cuts into it. Yeah,
Like a sculptor.
exactly. You got to think like a sculptor when you're drawing, even from grids. Norman Rockwell did. You know, he'd have those grids, but he'd be thinking like this. He'd be thinking like a sculptor for sure. Yeah. Here, let's have some fun. Should we do a triangle one now?
Yes.
All right.
I see one triangle. That's all I see.
You might have to stretch it. I mean, you could still probably have some circles in there or something, but maybe this will be a mean shape.
We're
I'll-
doing more sheep?
Yeah, same one,
Oh, the same sheep.
same sheep, but I'm gonna try to add some triangle to it.
This is interesting. I put him up online, and he's like so amazing artist. His clothes don't match.
Who?
Like when you
Bern Hogarth?
Yeah, they have a picture of him on Wikipedia, and he's got like blue checked pants, brown belt, blue and white checked shirt, but it doesn't match. But he's an artist. I mean, I guess it kind of could if you want to go crazy in fashion, but it's
That's so funny. I've never seen a picture of him. I'll have to look at it later.
I can bring it over.
Oh wow. Oh,
See, it doesn't match.
he's older.
Yeah, he died in 1996. He was born 19.
Oh wow, he's lived for a long time. No, it's okay.
Okay,
It's okay.
but it's just that, like artists, you expect everything to. Can you see that?
Oh, no, it's okay. I see it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's do the triangle.
All right, we're doing triangles now. So now I'm kind of seeing. Now I'm just looking for triangles everywhere. Oh yeah, it's got a different feel to him. Oh, sure, yeah. Should we do 3 minutes?
Can't see it.
Okay. Do we need a copy? I mean, we get the idea, right? Where we just try to find shapes inside the form of the goat. It's best to look at the goat itself and try to find those shapes for yourself. It's gonna teach you a lot more than copying me. Okay? So let's try that out. We'll do 2. So don't put too much pressure on yourself if you didn't get one right. Because we'll have another try.
The last ones on these are so much better than my first ones.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Same.
sure?
Same. Oh, has it been 3 minutes? I forgot to start it. Silly me. Well, I'll give you guys another minute.
Are we supposed to draw 2 sheets or just one?
Yeah, you guys ready to start on the second one?
Not yet. Just
All right,
asking for
just a minute more. Just once it hits 17, I'll set a timer for the second one. Yeah, see how few shapes you can do. The less amount of shapes, the better the design.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I thought you wanted lots of triangles.
No. I want you to focus on every shape you do to be a triangle. But the less triangles you have, the more obvious the animal shape is. That makes sense? All right, here, we'll start on the next one. I'll set a timer.
Are we doing square?
No, we're doing one more triangle. One more triangle. I'm gonna go do one more triangle.
Just curious, in looking around, do you have paintings everywhere that you did or other people did? Or
In my apartment?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have them all over the walls. Yeah, it's not too many. I do have stuff from other artists. I tend to look at those more than mine. Yeah, I wish I had more collection of other artists.
It looks
I think it's really nice to have artwork up and out.
I used less triangles than I did. I needed a lot of triangles. No, I kind of used. Because it was like, look at how few triangles, and I really saw that it was a sheep. I'm like,
Would have never known that was a sheep.
It looks like a reindeer sheep.
Triangle, instead of the horn, and a triangle horn.
Is your stuff framed or not
The
framed?
circle, and then
Like
drew
you put it on
triangles.
the wall?
No, I don't frame it.
Cheated.
The paper, I just nail on the wall.
Oh, okay.
With
See how
really thin
creative you
nails.
are? I would never have thought of that.
So it's tough to take them out.
I never thought of that.
And then I've also used some glue dots before,
Uh-huh.
sticking some stuff on the walls. It's like archival and stuff. So
Oh, that's right. I tried using the artist masking tape, but sometimes it doesn't hold enough. Like the grease comes through your paintings down.
Yeah. So yeah, you got to be careful with some stuff. Yeah, frames are good. I would just say like, frames with make sure that there's not a cover on the frames for gouache. Apparently, I mean I've had covers on frames and it's not a big deal.
You mean like no glass on it?
Yeah, because
Open to air.
yeah, because apparently gouache, because it can reactivate with moisture, it can kind of get rubbed off on the plastic.
But that
Or
is it like
glass.
watercolor that you have to avoid the sunlight because it will fade?
Well, I mean that's with every painting.
Oh, I thought it was
but-
just with watercolor. That
Oh no, I would say that's with every painting. Yeah. I mean, so there's certain. It depends on the quality of paint you're using. If you're using the cheapest quality, like that you're trying to skip out of, and you have it by a window, it's not going to be long before it fades. But if you have higher quality stuff and it's by a window, it will fade, but it will take much longer.
I'd probably be dead by the
Yeah, basically, yeah. All right, cool.
Okay, let's
So how are
see.
you guys doing it on your
Let's see what
own?
you did.
I got big old triangle tall neck here. I guess I'm playing around with some proportions. Yeah, this first one was very proportional, and then I just started having fun with extending that triangular neck. I found something in his body that was triangular. That and this rib cage here, over here, I just kind of simplify that to like a big old triangle.
It looks like a llama.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I got the horns in there though. I got the horns. Which this is a triangle. So triangle, kind of triangle.
Look at the one on the right. It's got that long neck like a llama. Alpaca. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a proud, powerful neck. All right. Should we do one more? Squares? How are we doing with this? Without
fun.
copying? We're having fun. Good. Important. Anybody else?
I like doing the round with the triangles better than the circles. I think the triangles are better.
Cool. A lot of design. Sometimes people will mix and match. Sometimes it'll be both.
That was a
So
square one.
it's
Square
important to
goat.
find those shapes. All right. Next one we're gonna do squares.
Okay,
All
there
right.
you go.
All right. I'll set a timer for 3 minutes. We'll do 2 square sheep. Sounds good. All right. I'm gonna come around.
Add triangles, or
Huh?
rectangles.
Rectangle.
Does it have to be
I'm
square?
gonna try to make it square. I'm gonna try to make it square, but I mean, hello. What'd I do?
Because I thought they said it was for classes today. That's not you though.
No.
I'm gonna go ahead and open it.
Yeah.
I'll hold it for you at the front desk. You
Okay.
can check with me after
Yeah,
class.
this is
My
not mine. I mean,
apologies.
they do have. Do they have the advertising out for next semester?
Not to my knowledge, I think that.
So maybe
what
that's
this
for
is.
everybody for E. NOCE.
They did one for Izzy
Uh-huh.
and I said it was up for today's and they said yes, so I accepted both of them.
Huh.
It's the music.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's go. 3 minutes. Squares. I mean, I guess you could do rectangles. I don't know. Whatever. Choose one. Here we go. 3 minutes. Let's go. I'm gonna mute it. So one reason why we do silhouettes is so that we can see what exactly it reads like just the outside of your animal or whatever you're doing. And you might notice that once you color it all the way in, even if it's filled with triangles, the silhouette might not read triangular. It might read as square. It might, and you don't want that. I mean, you can fix that with, you can't really fix that. I mean, because it's baked into the silhouette of your animal. You know, does that make sense? So it's important that you completely color it in black or all one color, so that you can just see what does it read as. Does it seem like a friendly character? Does it seem like triangular character or whatever? Artists will do hundreds of these. They'll fill entire pages with 1, 2, 3, I swear, 50 a page sometimes.
Color the whole thing?
The whole thing. Yeah. These are silhouettes, guys. Yeah. So I'm just coloring it all the way in. Yeah. And I'll notice some things about some of these silhouettes where I'm like, there some things I don't like about it, or there's some things I do like about it that I wouldn't have noticed otherwise. The details on the inside don't matter so much. It's how it's shaped on the outside. Can tell you a lot. All right, I'm gonna do one more square sheep. And then we'll choose one of these sheep that we're happy with. And we're gonna draw it again. And we're gonna paint it.
What?
What? We're gonna paint one of these sheep. Yes.
Let's draw it again.
Yes. And in fact, you're probably gonna draw it better the second time. And you could maybe add certain things, change the design. That's the important part about drawing, repeating, is that you start changing things as you go. If you're just copying, gritting, you're not changing anything as you go. Nothing's getting better. You're only copying. But this is the power of drawing things over and over again. There's the power of playing with design because you're changing things. You're making things better. And you're making it unique. You're telling something with these shapes, which is very special. All right, listen. One more time, and then we'll take a break, okay? All right, you got this. Oh.
So which one are we drawing then?
So same sheep, another square.
But I thought we're supposed to fill it in.
Yeah.
So I mean, color it with a pencil and then make your final sheet. Is that not what you said? Color it and then make your
Okay, sure.
final
I'll give you
sheet.
some time to color it in, and then we'll do our final sheep. Sounds good?
And then we have to pick which shape we want
Uh-huh.
to dominate.
Yeah, or even mix and match. Even mix and match. You could kind of pick two sheep, and you're like, I like this one, I like this one. I can combine those two shapes together. That's fine.
It was hard enough to do the one shape.
You are doing a great job. It's good that's hard. I like challenges. But I see a lot of really great drawings, honestly, out there. So all that hard work is paying off.
What time is that your time?
Yeah, I know. I'm just letting some people finish up
Yes.
coloring things in.
I like trying.
Cool.
It looks ridiculous.
Is our final shape gonna be a silhouette or a regular?
The final sheep, we'll be doing a painting. So we're gonna take that same silhouette, and then we'll be drawing into it. I'm gonna probably lean towards the realistic colors, but I mean you could play around with colors, but we're definitely gonna be using the reference to the right here. Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll use a different reference. Something a little more exciting, maybe.
That one's gonna come out the best because we practice.
It's true. All right, we'll stick with it. We'll stick with it.
Just get used to it.
I know. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Okay. All right.
I mean, we can do something exciting afterward.
Yeah, sure. Next week, or actually following week.
That doesn't suck.
All right. All right. Fair. I try. All right. You guys ready for the last one?
Well, I'm supposed to wait.
I don't know. Some people. Well, let's go to do the last one. If you finished early break, I'll start on the painting at 2:45. No. Let's do 250. Yeah, we'll start on the painting at 250.
15 minutes?
Yeah, because some people haven't done the last drawing, so I'm gonna do the last drawing. But if you want to take an extra long break, you can. So I'm gonna do one more square sheep. Yeah. So 250. Here we go. Okay, that's alrighty. Cool.
When I
So,
find it, I'll send it.
alrighty, guys. So let's challenge ourselves today. And my challenge to you: choose one. I'm not gonna do a circle one. I'm gonna do. I don't know. Looking at my drawings here. This one's cool. I like this one. I really like this one. But this one's funny.
Send it to you.
Mm,
Dropper, like that, okay. This
Because
goes
every
away.
time I always mix up my waters. So I'll take a water that I forget it's not clear, and I mix it with the paint.
But if you use this.
okay, I think I'm gonna stick with my square one here. I'm gonna do square. Cubist. Alrighty. So,
I have a bunch of little ones too, but I didn't bring them.
are you guys ready? Do we have everyone who's gonna paint today?
We're drawing it first.
We're drawing first, right?
We have to draw it on there.
Yes. So, actually, I'm gonna kind of start with the background here, and I'm gonna do kind of something a little more stylized. I think that'd be fun. So I'm just gonna kind of do the rock face here. I got a few brushes here. Got my it's too bushy.
We can go straight to our brush.
Yeah.
We're not gonna draw?
Well, we are. I just want to do the background first,
Oh.
and then I'll draw in our sheep, however much space that sheep might take up, depending on your drawing. You know, you kind of decide: do you want it to be tall, like a portrait, or do you want it to be wide? There we go. There we go. And I'm gonna close this out.
I think for the proportion, tall would be good.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, and plus it's like on a mountain, so
The orientation.
yeah. But it's totally up to you. I'm gonna keep it tall. Oh, I'm gonna do it on this one. Schoolwork stuff. Here we go. Cool. So get my paints out. I'm gonna stick to my square. And I'm gonna have squares in my mind the whole time. Okay? We have chosen squares, so everything in this land of squares will be influenced by that square. But if you're doing your triangle goat, everything influenced by triangles. If you're gonna do a circle goat, everything influenced by circles. So the rocks, circles, or half circles, or cut in half circles. Think about that sculpture way of thinking. Okay, so let's get my colors out. I'm gonna try to get some color matching in here. Maybe some.
Are we going to make a sketch?
Well, I'm gonna make some rocks here, and this is nature. So nature. I mean, we could do a little bit of sketching for the nature. I mean, I know there's gonna be like a bigger boulder over here. I'll draw a bit harder, but I would say draw real light. Maybe some half shadowy boulders over here. Since I'm working with squares, I'm gonna try to keep everything at right angles.
So you don't do the figure first and then draw the background later?
I'm gonna do the background first, yeah. Cause that's just to kind of set up my sheep. I'm gonna draw the sheep with a paintbrush.
Can't really see that. in this one.
Okay,
You can look closer, probably.
sure, I'll draw a little firmer, but when you're drawing, do not draw this firm. So I'm just kind of drawing some little shadows and things I see on the walls. Like there's a big rock over here. It doesn't quite matter. I'm just gonna get my big brush. And I'm just gonna get like a nice color that I want to use. So I'm gonna scoop some of this up. I like my yellow ochre here. If you don't have yellow ochre, this cadmium yellow with a bit of purple makes a very similar color. It's kind of wild. But I'm just gonna get some of this yellow ochre and probably a little burnt sienna. It's kind of left over my palette, but a lot of white too.
Burnt sienna with white?
Yeah. Burnt sienna. Here, let's get it. There we go. A lot of white. I'm gonna get a lot of water here. So I'm gonna get real wet. I'm gonna have a little paper towel here. And because I'm working with squares, I'm using a square brush. If you have triangles, maybe try to keep those brush strokes at angles. Here we go. And just like the other paintings, I'm gonna keep things a little bit darker here. Maybe I'll just water this down because I want this to be really light down here. But I'm gonna kind of keep the outside. Here we go. I'm just gonna kind of tap this while it's still wet. Oh yeah, look at that. We got some rock texture here. Yeah, some paper towel here. Oh, this is awesome. This is very rocky. This is good stuff. Kind of wiping some of this away a bit with some little bit of water here, just on the outside. So I'm going to kind of frame it out here. Cool. I like it. Oh, you guys can't see it. Or can you? I don't know. Cool. And I think I'll add some extra bits of shadow in here. Use my 1/2" brush. Yeah, since I'm working squares today, I'm just gonna have nothing but square brushes. But that doesn't mean that we can't have texture. We can still get texture in there, even though we're working square. I'm going to use this for my detail brush.
This is the second watercolor class.
How's it going?
This is Susan.
Hello. I like your hat. It's a good look.
And you just have this. Oh, maybe it was right.
All right.
Just gonna check that. Oh, okay.
All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a nice shadowy color, similar to something up here. See how that looks. Test that color out. Maybe a bit darker. Let me get a little bit of black in here.
And we do just squares.
There. That looks pretty good. Cool. So I'm gonna get some of this black here, mix that in with some of my other colors. Try to get something similar to that. Maybe I'll get a little bit of blue in here just to make things interesting. Because that reflective light, always think about that. This is the desert after all. I'm gonna try to make those shadows look square too. Keeping things right angles. But just really focus on the focus on the shape of the shadows. If you wanted to join us, feel free. We got plenty of spots.
Thank you for letting me go split. But
All right. Good stuff.
good way to show the beach.
Thank you.
Yeah, video.
Yeah, we can watch it online. You're good. Yeah. Every class. Doing Art Good is the website, is the YouTube channel. Just on regular old YouTube.
Imagine what happens when you hang out here.
All right, maybe I'll see you next week then.
Yeah.
Take it easy. All right, so I'm just kind of drawing in these lines, these shapes that I see on the walls here, just of those shadows. Some very dry brush going on.
Mama, like museum modern art, this could be a thing by itself.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, that's the beauty of just taking in nature. I mean, nature's got so many amazing colors, and again, you get that mixed in with a bit of design. Just thinking about a random shape that you're just specifically drawn to. For sure, this is very modern. But this is where things come from. Like abstract works, you look at them and like, what is that? Like they're usually looking at faces of walls or who knows, reflections in water, just random old things, trying to capture them and then infuse it with something else that or something else that's kind of breaking down forms and stuff.
My daughter, what is it? She says, Mom, it's contemporary art. Everything is contemporary.
What we're doing right now is contemporary.
But you can't tell what it is.
Sure, why not? Who needs to know? Who cares? If it makes your brain go, whoa, then it's good.
Sometimes they'll have like an all white, canvas on there with like one tiny dot. And
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
I just can't imagine them selling the art though like that.
Taking the whole paper.
No, you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
People like stuff where there's nothing to really look at, just because it's unoffensive. It's not really saying anything, so you can just walk past it. It looks good in a house. Makes your house look expensive. There's different types of art for different purposes, and that's a good purpose to have for art.
I've seen that people actually put a piece of material that matches their couch in a frame,
Uh-huh.
and that's it. It's like solid piece of.
Okay, so I'm gonna get some of these highlights in now using just a lot of white here. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be bright. Oh, well, yes, it's good. Who's all right, cool. I'm just gonna get a little bit.
The gray, did you do like a little blue, ultramarine? Blue?
This is just white.
No,
and-
the dark spots, the gray.
Oh,
that one.
yeah, these dots. Yeah, I have a little bit of this turquoise, just a little bit of that.
Looks like blue to me. You put on my glasses. Let me see.
All right, it's just kind of abstract.
It doesn't have a tail. I need a tail.
Don't they have tails?
He's making the wall. No.
All righty. Maybe I'll reactivate some stuff here.
Is there a reason you pinned the background first?
There's a few reasons why you do that first. One, it makes your life 100 times easier. You know, if you're having all this crazy rock stuff back there and you're trying to paint around the goat and everything, it's going to be a big pain. Second reason, color wise, you're trying to find a specific color of the goat. Again, color is about relationships. So this goat's color might change with a white background compared to this rock colored background. So this will help me know what that goat's going to look like as far as the colors I choose. All right. Cool. Yes. All right. So next thing we're going to do here, guys, we're going to go ahead and draw our sheep silhouettes here. And I'm going to use the smallest brush I have and try to paint it as simply as I possibly can, using a color that is not too far off from this color. So maybe I'll have a bit more orange in there, or maybe I'll have some burnt sienna. It doesn't quite matter. All that matters is that you're going to be able to see it. So I'm going to get some, whatever I have lying around. It looks like I might have some burnt sienna and orange in there or something. Yeah, I'll go more burnt sienna. It's good to have a bit of a, sometimes your brush might have a certain other color, other times different color. All right, let's look at my drawing. Now, something about my drawing. Here we go. This is my drawing. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of measure it out here. Oh, you can see what I'm doing. So I can kind of measure out. It's easy for me to find the halfway point. I can kind of measure it out here. And I could grid it out if I wanted to. So this is a point where you can grid it if you want. And you can kind of measure out, how wide is it versus how tall is it. So try to make some squares out of it. And since I'm working with so many squares, this makes sense. I don't usually do this. But for you grid-loving people, sure. Kind of measuring out these squares here. Cool. So it looks like I'm going to need a square. And I could probably even play to that even more. So maybe I'll kind of imagine a square here. Maybe this wide. Here to here. And this tall. Here to here. So what I just did there, I had these two dots here, which are going to be easy to hide later on. And And I had these two dots at the same distance. And I know that my goats or my sheep is going to be somewhere over there. And I can kind of see if I split this in half again. There's that halfway point. I'm just gonna do it. It's getting too confusing. I'm just gonna.
So what are those dots?
Those dots are basically telling me how far and how big my sheep is gonna be. So I'm basically just bringing in this goat here.
Those the legs?
And I might take some things from this one here that I like and kind of maybe take out some things that I don't like from this one. I like it. Just make sure that those legs line up with the ground here. You can see here there's a solid line there. Sometimes I'll kind of imagine that solid line here. I'll even just draw it down. Who cares? Okay. I'm happy with this texture. Cool. Loving it. Yeah, so I'm kind of taking some things that I like from this one. See, I like with this sheep, I like the way I drew his legs, but I didn't like how pudgy his whole body is. It felt too much like a baba sleepy sheep, one that hops over fences. I like this one because it's a little more, I don't know, large and in charge or something.
It looks almost like an Egyptian hieroglyph.
Yeah, they're amazing stylists, and they're very mathematical with their drawings. It's insane, like how long that they stuck around for, and how little their design language changed. It's really impressive, beautiful work, definitely to be inspired by. Yeah, that would be fun to draw from actually. Maybe one of these days we'll do some like ancient artwork stuff. I mean, that's what this feels like so far. But anyways, I liked how I did his head, but I noticed here that he could fit in a perfect square, and if he did, maybe he would feel even more square-like. So I don't know. I feel like I try to make him more boxy. I noticed also that his back leg was too triangular, So how could I fix that? Well, I like the way I did these square legs here, so try to get some square legs here. Maybe I'll even do a little tail here. There we go. Cool. Happy, happy. Huh?
You're happy and you know it.
Yay. All right. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to actually bring in some shadows here. So I'm going to look for the shadows in this original picture of this sheep here. And I'll see that there's shadows on that on the front here, and also in the back legs here. I mean, there's no back legs on this one. Maybe I'll add some.
You have to erase from the back leg, but that's in- well, just keep it like that.
Yeah, that's better, I think.
Everywhere, in his knuckles, in his knees, circles.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and draw down the lines where I see that shadow starts and that light ends, just like we did in the beginning of the semester. That's kind of what I'm thinking. There's that shadow of the horn underneath his antler there. There's the shadow. And again, all the shadows I'm doing here, they're also going to be black. They're also going to be squares. Okay. And then now I am gonna put his eye in there, but I'm not gonna do any details. I'm just gonna put like a simple line or something for his eye. There we go. And there's his ear right here. There's some things that I might want to flatten. I don't know. I'm kind of drawing things two-dimensionally. I think that's okay. I'm the teacher. I make up the rules. But shadow under here. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and color them in too. Just so I can know where the shadows are. So I'm paying attention to what things am I going to do dark, what things am I going to do light. How can I make those shadows also part of the design? Cool. Now I'm going to take my other brush here. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to start getting in just some of the basic colors in here. Stuff that I'm just going to kind of ignore the shadows for now. So I'm just going to think about what colors does he have here. And looks like I'm going to paint pretty opaquely. Okay. So I'm going to use that.
Is that like, the pinkish one, what was that?
That was ultramarine. I mean, no, I'm sorry. That was a burnt sienna.
Okay.
I'm doing burnt sienna and that complementary, so I can get a nice neutral color. So that's going to be, of course, ultramarine blue or the turquoise. I'm kind of going between both of them. That feels pretty good. Maybe more white. There we go. That looks pretty good. I like that white. Okay, check it out. See how that looks. Looks good. So I'm seeing this color kind of in the belly area. Maybe around the neck area. Try and keep things square still. Maybe upper arm. Okay. Definitely seeing it in the face over here. Make sure you're using less water now. When I first started, I have a lot of water, but now I'm painting pretty opaquely. So that means less water and more paint. Okay. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna get some more of that. I do like that ultramarine. I'm sorry, the burnt sienna and yellow ochre. I feel like it's pretty close to what his fur is doing there. Get it lightened up with a bit of white. Maybe a bit more yellow ochre. A little more. I think that's going to be pretty good. I'm going to double check. See how that looks. Maybe a bit lighter. There we go. Okay. I think it looks pretty good. So this is what I'm looking at is that upper leg there. Looks like just due to the yellow background, it needs to be extra yellow. Let's see.
So just yellow ochre and burnt sienna?
Yeah. So yeah, yeah. I'm using more yellow ochre here because this background is so yellow that things are gonna need to be a lot more yellow than you think they are. It's that idea that because that yellow is next to the yellow, it's not gonna feel yellow. So I'm making it extra yellow, extra bright. Cool. So all the shadowy colors now working to my advantage. Because now it's dry, getting that dried, thicker, opaque layer on here. This is good.
You put white on that?
I have a little bit of white. So these colors that I have on top, yeah, I'm lightening it up with some white, yellow ochre, and burnt sienna. Looks like this area here is going to be almost pure white. So I'm just going to kind of let that drag. Pure white here. Pure white on the nose. And I'll get some of that kind of, probably gonna use some pure white on the horn too. All right, good. I mean, notice here that I'm ignoring all of the nose, mouth, and eyeballs. I'm going to be adding those in later. Right now, I'm just focusing on that overall form. All right. I think I'm going to bring out more shadow. I'm going to push the shadow even darker here. Get that ultramarine blue. And more. Maybe I'll throw some of this hot red in there. Just to kind of get it a bit darker. Okay. Good. Cool. So this is like a really, really deep purple. Something that is always usually done when you're drawing animals or something, and you'll see it in photos as well as cartoons, is that they'll darken those back legs because the bodies will cast shadows and make them darker. Of course, light starts revealing itself here, but that's true for almost both of those legs there. Yeah. So even though this is a very abstract drawing, I'm using the reference a lot. And that's just like the power of playing with design, is that you could be completely drawing and painting from nature and make something completely different, and still, learning about those colors, those shadows, all that good stuff.
Now that almost looks like black. Did you do ultramarine blue?
Yeah, it's
and-
it's very close to black.
And a dark red, you said?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
came out like
It's
purpley.
yeah, yeah. So this hot red is much closer to orange, and if you know what the opposite of orange is, blue. So it comes out with a very neutral looking purple. If you were to use a red that was closer to purple and a blue that was closer to purple, then you might get a less neutral purple, something more vibrant, good for flowers, or who knows. Because the ear is filled with so much fur, I'm making it extra black, and I'll just get some fur, go right on top of it, because you'll see that with like thick fur, all that light fur here will cast a shadow and make it extra dark underneath, making this shape here. So I'm gonna get some of that lighter fur on top of that ear. Let's see, how's this camera? I'm gonna zoom it in a bit for higher quality.
Did you actually use black on the ear or? Dark
That was
purple?
just the dark purple, yeah.
Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna get that same color, but I am gonna get a little bit of white in there just because of that horn. Let me shoot. I could use a bit more of an interesting color, really. Maybe I'll get a bit of this. What's it called? We got yellow ochre, and I'm just gonna kind of mix that in with that purple there. Oh yeah, that's a good shadowy kind of color. I could double check, of course, if I wanted to. Maybe more of that kind of gray. Yeah, that's good.
Nice and warm out there.
It's good.
So you're working the rocks?
Good. I don't like this darkness over here, the shadow, so I'm just kind of trying to rub it out here. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, it worked pretty good. That's better.
Supposed to be around.
Oh, around,
Supposed to be around. Looks like
that's
it's
me
not.
then.
But it's a male.
Supposed to not be, isn't it?
Mm.
Your sign is a round. I thought it said either is around, right?
No, neither. Round is the middle. And this doesn't look like it. I was wondering why sheep and goats have square eyes. Pupils.
Good question.
Interesting. Horses have really interesting eyes. If you ever like notice how different they are than ours.
Mm-hmm.
I think my favorite eyes end up being the cat's eyes though.
Mm.
They're just gorgeous no matter what. Like,
Mm. Okay. I'm gonna give it some ice then.
I feel like Pablo Picasso.
Not so shabby. Painting like Pablo Picasso.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you're not acting like Pablo Picasso.
What if it's a cartoonish looking?
what do they act like?
Act like
Yeah.
a pig.
Oh, really bad.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a bull. That's what he called himself too. That's why he always painted bulls. I don't know. Yeah. He ultra controlling. Was fascist. Yeah. He's communist too?
He wasn't a fascist, he was a communist.
Oh, I thought he was a fascist because he's Italian.
Is that white thing or not? Just kidding.
Oh. Oh.
He lived in Alberta after-
Yeah, I think he made a little
Oh.
thing.
I mean, the white, that's what the on the
Okay.
picture.
No, actually, it's the fur. It's that white fur that they have in their butt.
Not the tail. Billy needs a tail.
He put the tail on.
Yeah, I could put more of a tail. Sometimes it's good to do 2 layers of things. It always is for gouache. I have that first layer. The second layer, I'll get some of that pure color. In fact, I'll get some of that pure color for the horn too. I always like to add one little white dot on the eyes, even if there's not in the picture. Just adds a bit of life to whatever you're painting. Shoot. Stylization's quick. I might do another one. See, there's the ear. First for color, second for highlight.
It looks more like a reindeer, Brian.
I suppose. Maybe I'll give him more of a belly down here or something. I think it's a little better.
Did you ever get that thing on the eyes that I sent you? I sent it earlier in class.
Oh, really? Okay, I'll have to watch it.
I was trying to watch it.
Oh, it's just an image.
What you're looking for, and you look at it and see if you can do it, how much you can do.
Check it out. Oh, there it is.
You get the one in color?
There it is. Yeah, I got it.
It's not,
Maybe.
it's such the structure. Looks like a reindeer. Okay, but I mean, because he's got that horn there that makes him go. But just using only the squares. You know, yes, I just use circles. I haven't decided to do it his way because I don't know how to do it on my own circle. I'm doing, if I did this right, because I just did circle. Yeah, the thing is, it's a matter of shading.
I gotta go home and make it. we have some, either rice or something, she's babysitting.
Yeah.
On fire or something. Was your dog jealous? What you do yourself?
Well, she wants to go down and eat salt. So, I don't like fish or chicken with salt. I didn't. Yesterday I gave him a lot of fish. He's a lucky boy. Well, I think it does, especially if you do Walmart. But I didn't have to really I didn't really, because they're not supposed to be loud. It's not loud. Bryce, you stop talking.
Sorry, I think I'm done. I don't know what else to say.
You're just focused on what you're doing.
Yeah. And maybe I'll add some fun colors that don't quite belong. Because it's always good to start with warm colors. And then to make some colors kind of vibrate and more interesting, you could always add some cool colors like blues and kind of I think I'm definitely gonna bring in some blues, maybe even something fun. I don't know. The rest I don't know how to push this. I feel like I'm done. Got a lot of white and blues. I don't know.
Rice, my name is, yes, sir.
Huh? What do you do now?
She's waiting for you to take a break so she can sneak out.
Oh,
You're an adult, just ask Bryce.
you could sneak out whenever. I'm not keeping you guys captive.
Yeah, but how many years has it been since she had to have that permission?
I know.
I don't know.
Discipline, you really have, you have so much discipline. You gotta become so much discipline.
I'm just kind of fooling around right now.
Sure, you like me, you've got to come to sleep.
I feel like it's done.
It's very, kind of a squarey.
Huh.
Oh, it's square. That's how you made it like that?
Yeah, that's right. yeah. That was the name of the game.
Highly stylized.
That's right. Every brush stroke I did, I just try to add in some squares.
Yeah, you see that on
There.
the fabric
Right.
and the
Very
stitch.
interesting.
I just feel like it's done. I can't do anything more. I maybe I'll just sign my name and that's it.
I'm glad I just did this.
No, that means I might do a second one.
Well, at least I made something. It's just to give you an idea of what it's supposed to be.
I think it's very nice.
Oh shoot! I should have written my signature as a square too.
I have to see what I need in my bedroom or my living room.
So when you around,
That was around, wasn't it?
that was around,
Yeah.
that was a long order sheet,
Yeah, very nice.
big orange sheet. That's the sheet that
I
you
wanna
call desert big.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
It even says it on it.
Different way of,
Maybe I'll do another one.
yes.
I have so much time. I might.
doing it. But thank you very
It's
much.
10 to 4. You're gonna do another.
That was years ago. Mine didn't either, but I still went and did the second one. I failed twice today.
That's a cartoon. Okay, Bryce. Don't laugh.
You went for the circle one.
Then it was
Yeah.
Nice.
Am I supposed to keep all those little circles?
You copied me. But it looks cute.
It looks like a reindeer.
Does mine? Does it still look like a
Yours
reindeer?
looks like a reindeer.
It still does? Dang it. Oh well. Can't win them all.
I need something up here. It's on the box. What's it? I'll paint the sky. Or a tree.
Is that where you're drawing from?
No, I'm looking at the rocks. Trying to get.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'll do another drawing of the rocks. Another painting of the rocks.
Weren't we supposed to follow you? I thought you wanted us to follow you.
Yeah.
I have no clue how to do a stylized painting.
You're doing it right. You think about the shapes in every brushstroke you do, every little thing. In the big shapes and then also in the smaller details.
I remember correctly, you painted the background, then you drew on top of the background, then you painted on top.
Yes, it's all about layering. That's true.
That means you used gouache and not watercolor.
Yes.
When you have it this small, you can finish it.
I'm
still drawing.
Yeah. it's
I'm
just
still
fine, and then-
drawing.
That's what I said, then.
So this
Once
is
you're
what
ready,
you
I get
did.
like full blue. I put that red, I get a really
Keep
cool
it,
this.
yeah, the square and
Well,
then
yeah, it is. It is
divided
great,
it into
so-
4.
Use the grid.
Yeah, so that you knew where the head
I
was
did
gonna
my rock
be
back-
and
back
the
on that.
legs.
Rocks look great, so
You can call
very
me-
rocky.
I love the small one.
I'm trying to find some of these. I put them on the
Oh my
clear.
gosh. You just
Something
leave
up
it in
here. I
the
don't
bag
want
like
that to
that.
all be sky.
No, I
Oh.
take it on, like
I
when
see.
I'm,
I mean, look at the background that he did because this is
That's
Yeah,
stylized.
he's
There's
stylizing.
nothing that you can really figure out other than it might be rocks back there.
Circles.
It might be,
Yeah.
wool.
More
But
rocks.
you'll be doing
You
bought
swirly
it.
things
yeah.
instead of
it's lovely,
boxing.
I guess.
Like
Maybe.
the type of.
Doing kind of round
And
things.
that's
the-
why he said use the flat brush
in the
because they're all
Yeah, I
box.
think it's supposed to be
Boxy.
natural.
You know,
Like,
kind of
like you can tell, like,
roundy.
it's like
so
really soft.
you'll be
Yeah.
using the
Super soft.
regular round brush.
I wouldn't-
Or you can use
Yeah.
filbert. The filbert
I'm
has
making these
kind of
Sometimes when that
round.
exists, it
See,
takes
the
you-
filbert has a
I'm not
round
like that
end.
anymore. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Is it?
You
I'm
know.
making them kind of round.
Oh.
These
are good.
I'm done.
Yeah, it sounds like
Here,
fun.
it's my gift to you. You can take it
Okay,
home.
well, visiting
Here's-
family or
Yeah.
I have
traveling?
so many at home, they're just sitting there. You know,
Thank you.
It's not
I'd
like
to visit.
you're gonna throw them away, you're just putting clean water in there, you know. If you were putting colored water, then you would have to throw it away. But it's clean water.
Cool.
He almost looks like a dog.
Yeah. Yeah. So, good lighting. Good. And then, I don't know, that's yours? Did I see it?
Well, no, you saw this. Right.
Just the triangles? Oh, okay.
So that's what it's just- Yeah. I think it's for the-
I like the storytelling.
It slipped a little bit, so I
There you go.
never seen it.
I just
Yeah, but I've never seen it.
But that's really nice
I
color.
don't know, it might be like CrossFit and then
I understand.
shoot, always been chewing on it. Made a while ago.
Those are always, I always do this. Anything is-
Yeah, massive. Yeah. And you should see a head-on image of what these goats look like, because their skulls are like way out there. Here, I'll pull it up.
Oh,
Let me show you.
Frontal,
Yeah, like they have very triangle like heads.
Can you have this thick bone?
It looks like the real McCoy.
You like men always do.
When she was the one that shot her, I did, she was like purple and with.
Yeah, like, look at that head
It's
shape,
a small one.
how far out it
Cute.
goes. It's even
All that bone underneath there, too, or it actually tears.
Oh, I love that.
see, look at it, how like the head goes all the way out. Like it's like it's way out there.
No, is that hair or is that bone?
This is all hair, that's well.
Because right now, it's they're-
I like the green effect in the background.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
thank
think
you.
it's like a nail.
I was gonna say that, it's just
From
put
a
it around.
distance,
Yeah,
it looks like they were making a paint, you
No,
know.
it's
This light
like
on
red
one,
nails.
it's because of the
But,
effect of the light,
yeah,
it looks
they
like
probably have,
it's
they
glowing.
probably have
Yeah, it is.
brain
It's
stuff.
glitter paint?
No, not glitter, it's kind of a fluorescent,
Fluorescent.
and I mixed it with my regular.
Oh, okay,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
because I was thinking it looks shiny.
So they're not as heavy as they look.
I'd be able to just draw a horn like realistically.
That'd be joking. I use them triangles because they all. Bunch of stuff, right?
Right. But it's good to think of it, because it's like if you just imagine all the horns being one shape, just trying to draw that all together, it's kind of difficult, but break it down into shapes. It's a bit more,
I'm so
I
glad
think people like
I
that
got
a little bit better.
Maiden ones.
Yeah.
You know, boy, does it make your life
I
easier
think-
when
I
you
think
can
they
pull
would-
out the colors.
You don't have to.
Pick
do so
off,
much.
you know, you don't have to worry about
No, I
mixing the damn
You guys are being so hard on yourselves. The drawings turned out so good today. I really like
Do
them.
not compare yourself to Michelangelo. Compare yourself to Michelangelo.
Well, if you just do it all the time, you get better. All it takes is practice. If you find something that you're not good at, then hone in. That's what I do. I get excited when I'm not good at something. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm gonna go crazy over this until I get it right. I can, yeah. If I'm just comfortable and I'm like, this is easy, I get bored.
Well, yeah, that's just like, all right, next.
Yeah.
What's the plan now? The weekend, the field trip.
So week after the field trip, guys, repaint. So if you want to play around with the stylization ideas, I would really like to see that from you guys with your own images, your own inspirations. You can work on whatever you want. Flowers. You can work with shapes and flowers. Birds. Anything. I'll help you guys out individually. But I'm not going to be doing classes. Got free paint. Have some fun.
So we can take whatever we want.
Huh?
We can take whatever we want.
Absolutely. Doesn't have to be goat or sheep. I would say though, try to work in a style. Try to push that image that try to get away from photo realism for that one. See,
You can do your zodiac sign.
Where's that?
Yeah. Oh, the Walmart bag right there.
Walmart.
Blue one. There you go. It's so messy. We're going. We're not doing it.
Thank you.
Of course.
No,
Here, see it in person. It's right here. There.
see, this is abstract, but this is I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, but what's important to know is that abstract doesn't come from your head. I mean,
I know.
some of it does, but you're always looking at reference. You're always looking at a photo. But you can take that photo and do interesting things with it.
Nice.
I made my name a square.
Square too. Yeah.
Maybe I'll do more circles. Maybe the following week I'll do more swirly stuff.
That's why it's teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Layers, the teeth and the fly and
The layers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
you make me cut my eyes.
Yeah, so you have multiple layers, and gouache is really good at having those previous layers show off their colors. So it's good to have those layers.
Dark, light, and
Exactly. Contrast.
Yeah.
Contrast. So a very dark background, make it light fur on top. Yeah, so that's very good.
We even have the square here.
I know, I was trying to do that. I saw some people, I was inspired by other people. I saw some people doing a lot of triangles and a lot of squares. So, being inspired by other students, even if they're beginners, you can still learn from them. Thank you. Yeah, feel free.
Oh, you did that. The dry brush.
Yes. No, you don't get to see it on the screen, but hopefully recording you can see it. It looked good on the wall.
Yeah.
Very, very warm. Very. It's got a few colors to it. How did yours turn out? It's a study. It's a first. Working in it. I love it. The blend. Maybe I'll grab it. I'll bring it over. Just see what you're talking about. Do side by side.
Chiropractor, acupuncture, doctor. I have something open for those. Oh my God. 4 o'clock. Time to take my Okay, I'm coming.
Maybe. I'm using a square brush. When I'm brushing it. I mean, I use a quarter inch. There it is. Brush. Off the side. Are you just using the edge? Oh, okay. Yeah. The whole surface, like, you can get really thin with it.
I told her she needs to look at what you did because it's
Basically.
so beautiful. Even the face. It looks so real.
I think maybe just the color, the value is not dramatic enough.
Yeah.
It's much warmer than mine, but I like it. That's so cool. So I guess because there's like bits of, I think maybe there's like. Yellow.
That's great. Cartoon.
Be good on a t-shirt.
Isn't that so beautiful?
She's
awesome. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, one day you'll be like that. Right. I'm serious. That's how I always feel. One day I'll be able to paint like that.
Hey.
But you have to start somewhere, my dear. You have to start.
Not very stylized.
But this one and this one, how can I mix it?
Mix.
I've never used that before, so.
Oh, this is a gouache. For gouache,
Yeah.
looks like you're doing a good job.
It's okay, like this.
Yeah. For me, I'm very graphic between my lines between the light and the shadow. I have that hard line, and I don't worry about blending so much. I like to show it off.
It's okay,
It's okay.
blending.
Yeah, you have more blending than I do. See, I have hard
Oh,
lines.
you're like, graphic cuts.
Yeah.
Like a cubist
Yeah.
Well, for today.
for today.
Okay.
Other days where we have like blending, you know, it's a bit more blending.
I always bring out so much stuff. I know.
When I cleaned it up, now it's all messy again.
That's a good one. So it's kind of layering on top.
I finished one, that's good, there's my first one.
Yeah,
start-
see?
Darker,
This one, I'm gonna have to know what I'm gonna do.
and then when I want texture,
That's
I
right.
can use the qualities of the paint without any water. And that's when you get this interesting kind of, it's almost like chalk or
You
pastel.
think my apple is okay?
And when it's real dry, it just kind of drags along and goes, whoop, and does that.
You think my
And
apple
much
is
brighter.
okay?
The only way that it
Yes.
stands out is because it's darker,
Okay.
the background.
I did my apple. Keep working on it.
I'm trying.
You can see.
I still gotta go back and do
Value
that
there.
barn. You know the one with
If
the
it's the
little
same
barn?
color
Oh, yeah,
underneath,
yeah,
yeah.
you're not gonna see it. It has to be a different value to have that.
That was when I came in 4
Let me
weeks
see.
late.
Let me see
But
what you did.
Color.
my cartoon,
So, you know, if,
I think it's adorable.
so this is
Cartoon.
like a good
It's
shadow.
adorable.
Look at
I
my,
mean, I could say you could even go.
Why does it sound like this?
I said it looks like a reindeer or a dog.
Do that.
Oh, is that stylus? It's a cartoon.
Stylized.
I just, he said to use circles, so I just use circles.
Yep,
That's what I said.
but that's what he said you're supposed to do.
It's
It's,
looking good so
it's
far.
the outline of the figure, not the details of the drawing. But yours was detailed. Came out good.
He started out circles and then like,
Um,
it's like a really
and
good.
as far as like blending goes.
He looks like a little cartoon.
Yeah, but it's adorable.
Here, do it on your paper here. If you want me to.
Yes.
Okay. Use good brushes. Very good. Alright, here, we'll get a nice little shadow. So let's just say. That going.
He didn't even own it.
He's making circles to stylized. What I should have done.
once it dries, it's good to have a spritzer because
Right.
yeah, they do. So you do need to have a spritzer.
I have a spritzer.
Okay, it's okay. I got it. Beat you to it. So these you can get anywhere. You can get them at Daiso. You can get them. Just keep your paint alive. You can also put these on top of a wet paper towel. That will keep them wet for a long time. Yeah. But they'll be reactivated next time. But once they dry, they kind of turn into closer to like watercolors. It's hard to get that same kind of texture once it dries. That's why I tell people to use the little containers because it keeps them wet. And they get dry and mix them up again. Alright, so let's get that brush. I'll warm it up. Maybe no, so I would say these two colors make a pretty close yellow.
You're not leaving
Purple
it,
and
no.
the cadmium yellow
Take my
were
bags.
pretty good.
I got so much to organize.
Yeah. So you mixed it good. Yeah, yellow ochre would be good to have. Yeah. So this looks good. And it's all dry. And I can really lightly. Does that make sense? You're gonna see, I kind of build it up. How do I explain it? Yeah, I mean, if you really wanted to, and you really wanted to blend it, you could, while it's still wet, you can just a little bit of water too. You see, you can kind of see it ruins the paper though. You have to use a good paper.
That's why I'm using this.
Yeah, that works okay.
Hi.
Here you go. Yeah, is that helpful?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like with this bird, it's like I had this kind of color right here underneath. And then I did the shadow, and then I did kind of a middle color, and then I did like highlight on top, especially that white. It's gonna be very, very last. And I do that with everything. It's like, I do that kind of middle shadow color first, and then I do these darker shadows, and then I do the highlights. Same with this. And it's just repeat. It's just for everything. I just use that same kind of. Okay. This one's very stylized. Lots of shapes. I'll show this more. Maybe 2 weeks. I'll show kind of getting movement. But yeah. Okay. It's a cleanup time, I think.
Yeah.
All right. It's nap time. Thank you so much.
Every time I go to a trip, it takes me 3 days to catch up. I sleep the whole next day.
Wow.
I have to get up so early for their breakfast and
Uh-huh.
This is made myself with the circles.
You like the circle ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did it.
Circle's the cutest. Very friendly. You can stick a circle in your pocket, it won't poke you.
That's true. It's a pretty good picture.
Uh-huh.
And, I get go home and try something like that.
Yeah, yeah. We mix and match. It all kind of, you feel like this sheep has a different personality than this one, and this one has a different personality than this one.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So it's fun. They have a good time.
Cool. Wonderful. Yeah.
How you do your sky.
Just fun ways to get creative with things.
That was just the wash. That's all that was.
You have all the different colors in there.
It's just different
Oh.
when you brush.
Look, I just noticed.
That's the back.
I've had this. I didn't even realize.
That's why you wanted to see.
No.
It was unconsciously.
Maybe.
There was a goat in your conscience.
I don't know.
You've been looking
The-
at
the-
it for
the-
so
The
long.
things we paint
Yeah.
here are completely
You have to
random.
see it somewhere.
They're completely random, but maybe some problems that we get from painting a goat might help in painting somebody's portrait. You just never know. So these are just some random things, and everything's.
So when you do your wash, you don't want
Pizzeria.
everything to be
You guys gonna get pizza after
So
class
some
next week?
areas are lighter, some
That was all one
Down.
color.
That was all that.
Did you wet it first? You didn't wet it first?
No, I didn't wet it first. I just made a tea consistency.
Alrighty, yeah.
So it's very transparent.
All right, take it
And
easy.
then I painted it